I never thought our marriage would come to this. 3 years ago, I and my wife, Sanya, had an open conversation about exploring freedom in our relationship. At the time, I thought it was a progressive, modern idea, trusting each other to maintain honesty and boundaries while occasionally exploring outside relationships. I was naive. Initially, it seemed harmless. Sanya flirted with harmless texts, and I occasionally went on dates with someone she approved. But I soon noticed a change. Her flirtations became secretive, her texts deleted automatically, and she started spending nights away under vague excuses. The trust I thought we had crumbled piece by piece. Then came the day I discovered the truth. Sanya had not only been cheating, but doing so behind my back with multiple people, including someone I considered a friend. It wasn't just betrayal, it was a deliberate deception, a manipulation of the open marriage agreement we had mutually agreed upon. When I confronted her, she broke down. "I didn't mean to hurt you. I got carried away. Can we try again?" "I love you," she pleaded, tears streaming down her face. But I wasn't moved. The woman I trusted, the person I had opened my heart and marriage to, had shattered every boundary I thought we respected. Instead of reacting in anger or despair, I decided to plan my revenge carefully. I wanted her to understand the magnitude of her betrayal, not through violence or humiliation, but through a twist so clever that she would never forget it. I started small. I pretended to accept her apology, letting her think I was willing to reconcile. I engaged in long conversations about rebuilding trust and opening communication channels. Meanwhile, I observed her closely, noting the lies, the sneaky messages, the patterns of her deception. Every detail would become a piece of the puzzle for what I had in mind. Then came the moment to strike. I knew Sanya loved attention and validation, so I created a scenario that played on her arrogance. I organized a small dinner party, inviting a few mutual friends and colleagues, including the friend she had been seeing behind my back. Sanya was excited. She thought I had forgiven her completely and was orchestrating a casual gathering to celebrate our renewed love. At the dinner, I casually brought up the idea of testing trust in open marriages. I suggested a fun game. Everyone would share one secret crush or confession from the past year. Sanya's curiosity got the better of her. She eagerly participated, thinking it was harmless. When her turn came, I casually handed her an envelope. "Open this, it's part of the game," I said, smiling. Inside was a detailed log I had secretly maintained for weeks, all her messages, meetings, lies, and secret encounters. I had included timestamps, photos, and even audio snippets she thought she had deleted. Her face went pale. She tried to laugh it off, but the room grew silent as I read aloud selective entries. Mutual friends exchanged shocked glances. I revealed how every harmless fling she thought was unnoticed had been meticulously documented. The betrayal was laid bare, clear to everyone, and undeniable, but the final twist was yet to come. I had orchestrated one last revelation, a message I sent under a fake account, pretending to be someone interested in Sanya. She had no idea I had anticipated her attempts to cheat again, even under the guise of an open marriage. Her own actions were exposed, caught in a trap that she herself had walked into. The look of disbelief on her face was priceless. She begged, pleaded, and tried to explain, but the truth was unavoidable. Every friend, every colleague, and every witness saw the extent of her deception. I didn't yell, I didn't attack. My calm, composed demeanor amplified the sting of her betrayal. After the party, Sanya realized she had lost everything: trust, respect, and social credibility. I filed for divorce, and she had no one to blame but herself. The betrayal had consequences far beyond what she imagined. I walked away with dignity intact, having turned a devastating personal betrayal into a lesson for her and a testament to my intelligence and restraint. Months later, I reflected on the ordeal. Revenge had never been about cruelty. It was about justice, strategy, and reclaiming control. I focused on myself, my career, and my passions. I rebuilt my life from the wreckage of betrayal, stronger, wiser, and more cautious about whom I trusted. Sanya tried to reach out months later, begging for another chance. She claimed she had changed, learned her lesson, and still loved me. But by then I had realized the truth. Some betrayals are too deep to forgive. Love cannot survive lies and manipulation, and some lessons must be learned the hard way, the ultimate revenge. I discovered isn't in public humiliation or anger. It's in living well, moving forward and letting the betrayer face the consequences of their own actions. Sanya's begging meant nothing. My peace, dignity, and future meant everything. And so I emerged from this storm not broken, but empowered. I had faced betrayal, endured heartbreak, and orchestrated an epic revenge that didn't compromise my morals. I had taken control of my life, turning a devastating experience into a story of triumph and resilience, a story that reminded me that even in the darkest betrayals, there is light, strategy, and ultimate victory.